get up there close enough where you can get everything.
Okay, I got it.
All right, Brianna, I'm going to show you, if you need to use a mounting block in training some of our horses, we always teach them that they can stand and mount off of one. I'm going to show you basically, I'll use him as an example of where to put him and how to work with him. You can actually treat him and teach him. Ooh, ooh. Back, back, back. Ooh. And you can use that mounting block. He's used to working around it, so it's no big deal. Like I said, it doesn't take much to get this young man started. So what we'll do, and I'm not going to wear any spurs today. You can ride him with spurs. He's not used to being stabbed with them, but he is used to spur pressure. Now, one thing that he's taught to do is to stand still when we get on him. The other thing that we do with him, and I'm going to move him off this mounting block so we can do this, it's a suppling exercise that we do with all of our horses. And I would encourage you, even with this horse, as gentle and as well trained as he is, every time you ride him, give him just a little bit of a reintroduction to what's expected of him. So I'm going to move him off this block. And now I'm going to show you the suppling exercise. And it's basically what we're asking him to do is make contact with your legs. You don't have to squeeze him, but make sure your legs are touching his side. And we're going to ask him for his face, just like that. Come around here which you can see. So we're talking light pressure. You can see how he gives his face. Now then, I'm going to turn him around so that we can do the other side. And again, same thing. Make contact with your legs. You ask him for that pressure. Ask him to give you his face. You can see that I'm only using my fingers, and you see how soft he is in his face. And he likes that. He likes being scratched and rubbed. But that will let him know that you're in charge. Now, I will tell you that if you don't have your legs on him, then whenever you pull his face, he's going to step out of it. So make sure you have contact with your legs, and it doesn't take much, just a little bit. Now then, once we're ready to ride on him, and you can do the same thing, and it doesn't make any difference if you're using a snaffle bit or if you're using a leverage bit such as the one I've got in his mouth. We'll ask him to back up. Again, put our legs on him. Ask him for his face. Just light pressure. He's very soft, gives him to it. That's what we're looking for. Now then, the other thing that we want to do is whenever you get ready to ride him, rather than kick him, this horse has been trained to move off. You've got leg pressure, just a little bit of pressure on both sides. Take your hand, slide it forward, and he walks off. And that's all you've got to do. Now to go a little faster with him, all you need to do is to cluck to him. Keep your leg pressure on him, and he'll ride just exactly the way you want him to ride. As soon as you take your leg pressure off, he stops. Whoa. And you can reinforce it by saying the word whoa. He neck reins or he direct reins. You can actually use your hands and your feet to rein him, or you can just use the neck rein and your legs to rein him. Now I'm going to show you, if I want him to turn to the left, I'm going to put my left leg right here in the middle. And as soon as I do, I'm going to pick my hand up. You'll notice that he's actually starting to move. And then I'm going to encourage it by putting pressure with my right leg and my reins. I've actually released the pressure with my left leg a little bit, and I'm using the right leg to drive him around. If I'm going to do that and turn to the right, same thing. A little bit of right leg pressure, reins, and left leg. You can bump him a little bit, and even whether he's turning around or if he's just walking off, right leg makes him go right, left leg makes him go left. You can see that I don't have spurs on, but just by touching him with my feet, he moves off of my pressure. So whenever I do that, I make sure that if I'm turning to the left, I've got my right leg off of him. If I want to go to the left, I take my left leg off of him and push him with my right. I can encourage him with my reins. This horse will walk all day long. He's got a nice fast walk, or otherwise you can jog. And if you're jogging, he'll do the exact same thing if we're jogging. If I want to go to the left, again, if I want to go to the right, left leg, back to the left, right leg, back to the left, left or right, left leg. And those are very important because that's how he's been taught to move. Also, if you're going down the trail or you're riding down the road or something and you need to move him, rather than actually trying to rein him, if you will just check his face a little bit just by lifting and then asking him to move off your leg pressure, you see this horse is very sensitive to your leg pressure. He'll do the same both sides. Now then, I know you're going to want to lope on him, so here's the way that you get this horse to lope. If you're moving along at a walk or a jog and you slide your leg back just a little bit and kind of collect his face and then ask him, he'll lope right off. You get ready to stop, take your leg off, he stops. You want to lope to the left, again, what you do is apply a little bit of pressure. Now, don't put it up here. Make sure that you slide your leg back just a little bit. Just right by the rear cinch on my saddle. And we kind of check his face and ask him to lope. Just tell him to whoa, reinforce it with a little bit of bridle rein. He's good to go. I want to